Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 3 of Let's Play The Binding of Isaac, Wrath of the Lamb Edition, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. In the last episode, I defeated Mom's Heart for the first time and unlocked a good slew of characters. In fact, I suppose I can do some of these challenges, except for Challenge 10, which is not available yet. But I'm going to save that for later. For now, let's just do another standard run, only this time I'm going to play as a different character. The one I unlocked first, Magdalene. As you can tell, she starts with 4 hearts, unlike Isaac, which starts with 3. She also starts with Yum Heart, which, if you use it, it'll replenish your HP by 1 full heart. But then you'd have to charge it again, of course. Hopefully I never find myself needing to use Yum Heart at all, unless I absolutely have to. It seems that Maggie moves a bit slow as well, even though her speed stat is also 2. So let's hope I can find a speed upgrade as soon as possible, otherwise I could be having a very bad time with certain bosses like the Fallen, or any enemies that could be faster than me. Which there are plenty of at the time, unfortunately. But right now, we're doing just fine. I mean, we've made a lot of progress in only 2 runs. We still need to have, like, many more successful runs in order to get more stuff available. But, you know, we're gonna take it as it comes. I think this is gonna be my time to unlock Samson. And in order to do that, you actually have to skip 2 item rooms. And defeat Mom. Since this one is free, I'm gonna take it, and it's Polyphemus! Of course, your rate of fire goes all the way down, but your damage skyrockets because your tears get larger. Man, that was very lucky to get Polyphemus on only the 3rd run. Pin's not gonna stand a chance. Then again, a lot of bosses aren't gonna stand a chance. Oh, I almost got hit there. That would have been embarrassing. Whoa, getting a little too close for comfort. Okay, so this run is already off to an excellent start just to get Polyphemus, and look at that, Pin hurt himself, or herself. Now, let's rest our fate in these pills. Telepills, doesn't really help, it just sends me all the way back here. I really don't want to use my key for the shop, because obviously I only got 1 cent. And 1 cent's not gonna buy me any— oh, I already made that reference. Okay, blue pill, what's it gonna be? Tears down, not gonna make a difference to me. Actually, it seemed to make a difference. Health up, that's great. So why don't I take this extra telepill with me? Sadly, my rate of fire is going to be awful, but why is Maggie dreaming of being a guy? It makes no sense. Is Maggie a crossdresser? Is there something I don't know? Whoa. Pretty close. I think I'm going to skip this item room. So that's item room number 1. If I skip 1 more, I meet half the requirements for Samson. The other half, of course, is success. Well, let me take out this batch of enemies first. Do I really want to use telepills? Probably not. I mean, just in case I get teleported into the item room by mistake. I don't want that. Yeah, Pinky Eye's an alright trinket. It can actually do some poison shots at random. Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay, so I'll get some money. It'll make the shop worthwhile. I don't think it makes this one worthwhile. But since I have no bombs, I have to go out the curse room way. Which sucks, but at least now I can justify using my Yum Heart. I mean, Maggie looks pretty awesome as a Cyclops with that little bow in her hair. I mean, doesn't that sound very imposing yet cute at the same time? It's just so adorable. All these little blue flies are attracted to her. I mean, she's gonna lure a lover with them flies tonight. Boss trap room. Do I really want to go there? Probably not. I don't want to get myself damaged on purpose just to get possibly a HP upgrade. Now, the Lover's Karma could be better. Let's see. Let's go check out the shop. Nuns Habit. That'd be very good with Yum Heart. Unfortunately, I need 5 more cents. And I don't have 5 cents. I mean, I'd be lucky to find a nickel after battling the boss, but the odds of that happening are very, very, very rare. I would have to get an item like the crate for that to happen. But at least we get the Duke of Flies, a very easy boss. Especially with Polyphemus. I mean, look, I'm going to wreck ass. And look at that, it only just took a few shots. The blue flies really made themselves useful. We gotta deal with the devil, HP upgrade. Since Maggie has a lot of red hearts, she can afford to deal with the devils more often. How do I want to do this? Do I want to get crazy here? Let me take Brother Bobby. And then I'm gonna take Guppy's Paw with me. Watch what I'm gonna do. I brought myself down to 1 red heart, and you're gonna think I'm crazy. In fact, I am crazy. That's the way I am. But I want the Yum Heart permanently. Guppy's Paw brought me down to 1 red heart, which is actually going to help me go to the boss trap room. Because I need to be at least 1 red heart or lower in order to get to the boss trap room. Which I've fulfilled right now. And if I get another HP upgrade, or better yet, the pentagram! Haha! Even more damage! Now my tears are blood red. And Brother Bobby is going to be an offensive familiar. Whenever I shoot, he shoots. In fact, I think he might have a better rate of fire than I do. And its damage is not great, but it'll help all the same. Well, I would have liked to hit with that poison tear. Well, I hit the Larry Jr., so now I gotta deal with them, and then I'm done. I can move on to the next floor. I could use a Tears upgrade. That would be really nice to have. Because this rate of fire is just utter shit. Too bad a nickel didn't drop. Imagine if it did, I would have been so happy to get, like, a Nuns Habit stacked with Yum Heart. Because trust me, if you have Yum Heart and Nuns Habit, the Blood Bank would really help you out. Why? Because Nuns Habit's special ability is that if you take damage, your spacebar item gets a little bit of a charge. Since Yum Heart replenishes health, guess what that means? You can replenish your health quite frequently. And since it takes like 2 hits for Yum Heart to fully charge with Nuns Habit, I would not lose any health, really, net term, if I used the Blood Bank. Which can add up to a lot of money, or possibly a blood bag. Which I never picked up yet. I got the portable IV bag, unfortunately. So, let's just focus on getting more keys, because right now I have none. It would be nice to get a key. Come on. What did I get out of that gold chest? It was, oh yeah, it was Pinky Eye, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna check out this item room. I earned it. Teleport. It'll just teleport me to a random room like Telepills does, and it's not that special, actually. Because I know, I could just go to any random room. Even the boss. Which is not bad, actually, but I'd rather keep my Yum Heart. It's going to serve me better than Teleport ever will. So I still have to skip 1 item room. Probably the next one, or whatever in the depths or Necropolis. If I do that, then all I have to do is beat Mom's heart, and bam, I got Samson. I don't want to play the fortune teller. I'm playing it risky, because now I only have 1 red heart, and a lot of soul hearts. But I should still do alright. But I don't really have the luxury of a lot of health that Maggie usually has. Ugh, golden chest. Ah, what the hell, let's open it. I get 2 bombs. Would have done better with the key, though. So now I gotta take on Gluttony. Blood Beam, standard 8-way tear shots, nothing to worry about. Well, blood tear shots. If you're lucky, Gluttony would drop an HP upgrade, too. But I wasn't lucky. Oh, now we got the regular Gertie. When I first played Binding of Isaac, Gertie actually gave me a bit of problems. Because I never knew how to dodge her properly. Like, what you have to do is when it's about to shoot, you have to go, like, in a 90-degree direction. Just keep firing away. She doesn't move. Good thing I poisoned her there. Whenever she burrows into her little wad of flesh, which looks like the worst pyramid of all time. No wonder Dick Clark died. Figured I had to host Gertie Pyramid, and then just BAM! Never heard from him again. Sorry about that, Dick. Rest in peace. But yeah, basically if you keep going like this, whenever it goes into its little wad, that's when it's going to start shooting 5 ways. The flies are going to be a bit of a problem because right now I'm on the opposite side of them. But we got through it. That was a very easy boss if you know how to dodge properly. And we get ourselves an HP upgrade anyway! Tears, HP up, and possible damage. I'm not going to bother to check out the rest of the floor. Okay, so I took this item room. That means I might as well skip this one. It'll help out with the keys, too. So since I'm going to skip this item room, I'm better off going to the shop. If I can get like 3 more cents, it'll be more worth it. Sadly, I don't think I'm going to be seeing Nuns Habit again. No, I might be lucky to see it pop up a second time in the shop. But don't hold your breath. Seriously, don't. I don't want anybody passing out on me. I still get a view, though, but seriously, I care about your health, guys. I mean, I'm not going to nag you if you don't exactly live a healthy lifestyle. I mean, it's none of my business if you prefer bacon over a salad. In fact, if you prefer bacon over a salad, that makes you a normal person. If you prefer a salad over bacon, then I would have to consider a divine intervention. Seriously. I don't care if you're vegan. You're just missing out on so much. But then again, who am I to judge? A Let's Player, that's who! Anyways, before I actually alienate some of my fanbase that might be vegan or vegetarian, let's just move on and continue to deal with this. Okay, I got one Larry Jr. dead from the dynamite, and should I go to the arcade? Why not? I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have a couple games with the blood bank. In fact, I can actually play more now. Now I can make the shop worthwhile, for sure. At the shop, it looks like it's all the way over there. Actually, I can just play it again! Sometimes when you're in the arcade, you're just wasting time, and it does feel that way. But it's time well wasted if you can get items that'll really help you out, like the blood bag. Because not only is it an HP upgrade, it's a speed upgrade. I think I mentioned that, but in case I didn't, now you know. Sadly, that first attempt at finding a secret room was a bust. No pun intended, because I used a bomb, which busts. Very violently, mind you. I meant the bad kind of bust, meaning it just didn't find anything. Okay, one of them is a champion. I wonder what it's going to drop for me. Let's find out if I can actually hit it! Come on, you Smurf tumor! Thank you. That's just a lowly scent. Yeah, it's alright, I guess. Give me a little extra after I... That was bad. A little extra after I spend some at the shop. Which I hope doesn't have greed. I mean, I don't have that much money. And I didn't really look at every shop. Remember, I skipped the one on the previous floor. Right now, I feel like Polyphemus is really gonna pay out in spades. If I can actually shoot more often. Pentagram is stacking nice, too. The compass! That's a very good find! Because now it'll reveal the location of important rooms. I think I should buy a key as well. Not gonna bother with a red heart or soul heart. Well, only the red heart I could afford. The rest of it, not so much. Besides, my Yum Heart's gonna charge real soon. Alright, we get ourselves an extra soul heart. And remember, I had to skip this item room to fulfill the requirements for Samson. Pretty fly, extra defense, great. the hell, let's go for it. Missing page. It's not really a great trinket. It functions like the Necronomicon. What the Necronomicon does is it automatically damages enemies whenever it's used. The thing about it, the missing page, is that whenever it kicks in, it's not very reliable. I think you have to inflict damage, or have damage inflicted upon you. So I think I'll just stick with Pinky Eye, because it's a little bit more reliable than missing page. Don't worry about trinkets and collection, because trinkets don't really count towards it. It's just standard items that you pick up. Getting an extra key is very beneficial, mind you. I got plenty of soul hearts. Let's check out the curse room. Okay, so we get another pretty fly, which is great. And that's a health up, even better. So that was a very good curse room. I don't really need to go in the item room now. But I might want to use up this Yum Heart. Because my health was teetering a little bit. There we go. Let's move on. I think now's a good time to take on the boss. Ever so slowly. I mean, Maggie can run a marathon, but it'll probably take her 500 million years. I mean, look at all this. It's like Baywatch running. Only in super, super slow motion. It's like, I'll be there with my one eye. Okay, this looks like a champion fistula. This fistula, however, does not spawn silkworms. It spawns bomb flies. I was waiting to, like, actually show you, but it was taking so long to actually get a good shot. Which is pretty weird, because I don't really shoot all that frequently. But if I can start some chain reactions, that'll make the fight go a lot faster. Come on. There we go! That one is actually a laser fly. Pageant Boy's okay, even though Maggie's a girl. Ooh, Brimstone and the Shovel. I'm not gonna take those items. I skipped 2 item rooms, therefore I fulfilled half of what I need to do for Samson. And unfortunately the game locked up. That tends to happen if you get like a Curse of the Labyrinth in later floors from up to Depths and Necropolis. So yeah, what Curse of the Labyrinth does is it doubles the size of the room and gives you 2 bosses. It only gives you 1 shop, however, but it also gives you 2 item rooms to work with. Oh, this is just regular Necropolis. Yeah, that glitch tends to happen a lot with Binding of Isaac. I don't know why, but again, it's usually the late floors. Can that green nub help me out? Please? Thank you. It's in a very bad spot, though, with all those rocks, but luckily I winged it with diagonal shots. Should be safe. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Tra-la-la-la-la to you, too. I think I want to go in the direction of the item room first. Judgment, eh? Seems very worthwhile. But first... Oh, this is going to be interesting. Bloody Lust. Rage! Okay, what this does... Oh, why'd I do that? It doesn't matter. But what this does is that the more enemies you kill in a room, the more damage you build. But it resets back to normal after you leave. And we got the treasure map. So we got a map and a compass. This is great. Now I don't have to worry about looking for the first secret room, or any room in that general. For that general, I mean to say. So I'm going to have it very easy to look around for where I need to go. That did not really help me much. Ugh. That was harrowing! Yeah, I figured I was going to take a hit there, but that's okay. I want to save my key for the shop, though. I got plenty of money to make it worthwhile. I don't like this room at all. I'll like it a little bit more when most of these are dead. These chub flashers are annoying. Or chubby flashers, I should call them. Rather than just chub flashers, because if they were chub flashers, they would just release one big chub. And that would take up half this entire screen if they all went out at once. But another health up pill. That's great. Still haven't used my Lover's Tarot card yet. That would have given me 2 red hearts. Oh, there's greed. So much for that shop being worthwhile. But you know what? That's okay. Can't always get what you want, and I'll have more money for the next shop. Which is ironically the last shop that I can go to in this run. Yeah, because apparently they don't take up shop in a woman's vagina, sadly. You can't always get building permits everywhere, you know. It's gonna take a lot of regulations to build a shopping district in a woman's vagina. It gets very messy when she's in heat. Trust me on this one. The moisture would be very bad for the wall setup, or the wall texture. You don't want to get all that mold in there, and it would also cause toxic shock on her, too. I don't know why I'm going in the direction of the self-sacrifice room, if I never planned to go there. Maybe just hoping that I'll find some random items on the way. But I don't have enough keys to make it worthwhile, either. I could play the slot machine. Like, I can get between those spikes if I move it on diagonal. But do I really want to? Probably to get an item called the dollar, but you have to be very lucky with the slot machine. And that's a gold chest, I can't open it! What's in this dead end? Ah! Chubby flasher! If I get them all ready to shoot, they'd be a lot easier to dodge. That way you can just strafe to the side of them. There we go. Just keep winging them to forcefully take a shot. And I can take it from there, and that gave me nothing to show for it. I'll play the slot machine until I get to at least 15 cents. That way I'll still have enough for the shop on the next floor. Can I at least get some keys? And if I get the dollar, that'll be awesome. Then I won't have to worry about money ever again. But if I never get a key, what's the point? I can't go to the shop. Unless I get the hermit card. Come on, just pay out for me. Ah! Thank you, pretty fly. Much appreciated. And I get another pretty fly. So I have full orbital defense. That's great. So the slot machine did pay out. Oh! Hey! How about that? The last bit of money I said I was gonna put in, and it turns out to be the one that gives me the dollar. You know what also makes me feel like this is a lucky run? No masks or hearts! This is the great Necropolis floor. No masks and hearts. That makes me very happy. Watch now, the next room is whole loaded with them. A lot of rocks and some pits. I'm gonna have a very difficult time navigating. Watch. Oh! Am I Nostradamus or what? Man, if I predict the end of the world, everyone will believe me. I can just see it now, and this is not looking good. Oh, I can see my soul hearts being dropped. You can only see so much at a time. And when you see them deplete, you know you've pretty much not at the max anymore. But man, how did I get myself to 4 full red hearts after using so many of them with the Guppy's Paw? Well, kind of broke even there, unfortunately, but okay. Oh, great. They're back again. Only they brought a leaper with them. I'll live, but they won't. I also didn't check the secret room either. Might want to do that. Man, how am I getting so lucky? And in that instance, unlucky, finding the dollar after I said I was not going to put in any more money after that. And then I said, oh, watch now, masked in hearts, and here they were. Oh, we got ourselves another Harbinger. War. We fought famine in the previous run, and now we're taking on war. Wait, do I have the speed to make this happen? Because if I'm too slow, war can actually catch up to me on the second phase. Usually when he gives that little war howl, he'll summon like a lot of troll bombs. Looks like he's shivering on that horse though. Is he cold? It's gonna be much colder where you're going after I'm done with you. Okay, is he faster than me? He is! I had to use bombs! It didn't work! Slow him down, bombs! Eh. If I had a speed upgrade, this wouldn't be an issue! He pushes the bombs back, that's why I couldn't use them to my advantage. So we get a cube of meat, and since cube of meat is much better than pretty fly, one of my pretty flies is gone, and replaced with the little meat cube. Which is fine by me. Oh great, now we got globins, slow ones and fast ones for the eyes. Ah, damn, that was awful. Oh! Whoa, how did I strafe through that? I have no idea. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. It's like, why am I doing so good? I should be sulking, man. That would make no sense whatsoever. Kill the brains. How am I creeping through the creep? That made no sense whatsoever, but I don't care. I'm getting some lucky dodges in the depths. I mean, I'm doing okay agility-wise for, well, dodging. In the rest of the run, however, speed is still a sore spot because I'm moving so slow. I really hope I don't pick up the small rock, because while it would make my damage even better than it is, it would make me even slower than I am. I have to focus more on speed than pretty much anything else. A tears upgrade would be nice too, but they don't really stack well with Polyphemus. Okay, this might help the peeper. So now I'll have this floating eyeball going diagonally, and whatever it comes in contact with, it hurts. Which can help me out. I think that also lowers my tier stats. I don't know if it affects my range, though. I would have liked to get that done. Wait, no I don't! I'm already doing just fine! So, with all this money, I'm gonna buy a bomb, a key, and with the help, portable slot. And it got me an extra bit of money! I only wanted to pick it up once, because that'll go to my collection. It's not really gonna help me in any way, but it did give me 1 cent, even though I paid 15 cents for it. And it's not like I'm suffering for money, because I picked up the dollar in the Necropolis. I need to go to Vegas right now. Actually, before that, I'd rather go to PAX before I go to Vegas. I've never been there before, and I keep hearing a lot of positive things about it. Every LPer seems to make a big deal of PAX, and I can see why. Gets a lot of LPers together, experience games together. Seems like a good time. Maybe someday in my lifetime I'd like to check out PAX. At least once. Maybe even bring the rest of the Much Games crew. That would be awesome if we can do that. Just to visit PAX one time. Do I really want to go to the mob trap room? I don't know. Well, let's check it out. If it could help me out, you know, give me more damage by luck of picking up an item in a gold chest, I'll take it. But I'm doing just fine damage-wise, because I got Polyphemus. I got Brother Bobby to provide support fire, as if that's going to help me much. And I got a lot of defense for absorbing shots. Not to mention I got Peeper to pick off some enemies from a distance. That's also great. And I got Yumheart as well. That's okay. At least it'll ensure that if I do find a gold chest, I won't have to worry about using up a key. Seeing as how I only have one. Keys have been a sore spot throughout the entire run. That's very disappointing. Yep, that's a gold chest. Just gives you a bomb and some money that I don't need. The bomb's okay, but it's not gonna be a total game saver. Sadly. I mean, I should be more appreciative of the items I have. I mean, I got Polyphemus pretty early. And that's a very powerful damage item to get, not to mention Pentagram will stack well. I'm just suffering for speed. Like, I'm moving so slow, it makes the run a bit slow if I'm going from point A to point B. And you saw what happened with War, I was getting slaughtered. Well, not really. I was taking more hits than I would have liked. That's what I mean to say. I don't know why I went the long way. Should have went clockwise. I would have got there faster. And I think that's the phone ring. I think I just got some food. Time out. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Just got some food from Boston Pizza for me and my sister. I'm gonna have some, what was it? Southwest potato skins and a double whiskey bacon barbecue burger. Hey, I love my meat, right? That may sound horribly wrong there, but anyways. I don't like this room. Oh, got lucky. Please don't let it be a small rock. Okay, it isn't. Oh, it was just a lowly red heart. That didn't help much. Oh god, it's a champion, Mom. Okay, this one doesn't release enemies, but what it does is that it likes to stomp pretty fast. You know, as if it's the do-si-do. And then and randomly, some of the appendages or orifices will shoot at you. The only thing is, you won't know which one until it happens. But at least it's an extra target for you. Come on. Oh, I thought you were gonna get that tinted rock for me. Oh, you did. Thanks. Thanks, Mom. Now you can be poisoned and then slowly die. Well, at least you'll have a bum foot. After a while, I'm gonna go for the rest of ya. You know, the important muscle you have. You know, that's for some reason lodged in your uterus. I don't know. Maybe that's why you're so angry. You have this rare condition where your heart's in your uterus. That would make anybody antsy. It's like you're on your period all the time. Oh, we got Samson. For some reason, I thought you needed to defeat Mom's heart, but apparently that's not the case at all. And we get an Eternal Heart as well, so that's another HP upgrade. Yay! To the utero we go. I was hoping it'd be the standard womb, but oh well. I'm gonna check out the secret room first. Let's deal with the used condoms and then the vaginal diglets first. This should be an easy room. Now that we got most of the threat wiped out. And we get an extra key. Okay, just one hollow, and this one's a little bit bigger. You know, when you look at the hollow, especially when its back is face towards you, it looks like his body is comprised of many communion wafers. It's strange to have a perspective like that, but that's just who I am. Okay, some money I don't really need. I could use some more soul hearts, though. I'm running pretty low, and that's very worrying. I don't know if I'll be able to get very far on just this much health alone, if I'm gonna take a hit in every room. Luckily that hasn't happened, and unfortunately we got Champion Gertie Jr. I don't know what makes this one different from the other Gertie Jr. Maybe it's just bigger, because his attack pattern is essentially the same. Kill it. There we go. Thanks. Didn't really need that red heart though. Just gotta be dealing with these little blast assists over here. They're pretty easy, just as long as you're not standing adjacent to them, especially when they're about to shoot. They like to split up, so be careful. And you are dead. Took a few shots, but you're dead. Get used to it. Whoa, that was close. Thank you, Cuban Meat or Pretty Fly, for helping me there. Good, that cyst is dead, thanks to the pinky eye. Do I really want to use 2 keys here? I can't blow up these rocks, unfortunately. Yeah, let's give it a shot. And I feel totally dead inside for that. Okay, now we gotta take on another Harbinger Death. And no, it doesn't look like the Reaper from Castlevania. Unfortunately, he has his own spacebar item, the Hourglass. Of course, he can use it as many times as he wants, which slows down your movement. And once we get into the second phase, he'll get a little bit easier, because you won't have to worry about the sides. You will have to worry about knights that can be spawned from death, as well as his steed. So be very careful with that. Luckily, his steed can actually kill the knights for you, which you're more likely to kill death before the horse. Not in this case, though. So we'll get our second cube of meat, which is now at level 2. It basically functions the same as level 1, only it actually shoots as well. Would I like to get some extra damage and maybe another soul heart? Let's see, 2174 is my stats. Let's go with the mark. That's a damage upgrade as well, and it gives me soul hearts. Yeah, it's basically the same. I don't think I'll notice a difference, but that extra soul heart could come in handy. Okay, there's a library over there to the right. This is a new room we haven't seen yet, the library. Basically what it does is that you'll find 2 books in there. Book items are also spacebar items, and they can help you out. Or not, depending on what item it is. Telepathy for Dummies is one such book. It was okay, but it's not an item you would want to take long term. Books like Book of Revelations or Book of Belial, however, are quite useful. Book of Shadows is another good one. Book of Sin is an okay one. Necronomicon is garbage, but it can have some limited use. Unfortunately, I still didn't get a key, but that's okay. We'll have to look around for one, I suppose. Might get lucky. Also might not get lucky. I don't think there's anything great about this room, except there's no enemies to fight. And 6 lowly cents. I'm not going to bother to pick that up. I'm going to save that for the corpse. He could use the money more than I could. Well, not really, but... let's just deal with the husk. Basically a dead version of Duke of Flies. A mouth only a mother can love with all those mosquitoes. That's just gross. I don't think any mother would love that. Maybe a spider mother, because I mean, hey, that's dinner, right? Oh, you have a mouthful of flies? It's a buffet! So yeah, basically the mark is a damage upgrade and gives soul hearts. Same as the pack does, only I'm still Caucasian looking. Hope that didn't sound offensive, but you know what I mean. Ah, why did I dodge right into the shot? That was just horrible dodging on my part. But that'll be okay if I get that soul heart back, preferably as soon as possible. What's this pill? Bombs are key. Well, there goes my bombs. But now I have 6 keys. That could be a bit of a blessing in disguise or a bit of a curse, depending on your perspective. I mean, using bombs against Mom's heart could help out. But unfortunately, since I have no bombs, I can't really rely on that strategy. An Eternal Heart? Seems a little too late, but... if I actually get Shoal, that would be awesome. Book of Shadows is a good item to have. I'll pick up our Anarchist Cookbook. What it does is this. It just spawns a lot of bombs. Book of Shadows, however, is much better. It gives you a force field that lasts for a few seconds, which can make very tough bosses or enemies easier. So if I'm lucky, I'll get a deal with the devil after beating Mom's heart, but instead of an actual deal with the devil, I actually get to go to another level called Shoal, where you fight another optional boss called Satan. So if you get that, and beat Satan with certain characters, you can unlock items. So that'll be another achievement to get. Of course, the more runs you play through, the more likely, well, if you go through like a lot of runs and defeat Mom's Heart, you'll unlock the path to Shoal permanently. Okay, so this Book of Shadows is paid off so far. Oh god. And now they're all apeshit. Go away! Leave me alone! Thank you. We're dying. Oh god. 1 Gertie Jr. and 2 Hollows. Oh well, every kill is going to build up my rage, which is great. It's also going to make Mom's Heart much easier, especially since she spawns enemies for me. And more enemies to kill means more rage to build up. Isn't that great? Isn't it awesome to just pick up red teardrops for no reason? and get a sporting headband out of it. At least you won't have to worry about getting sweat in your eyes. Or eye. In Maggie's case. Ah, that was terrible. The low speed was a factor in me getting hit by that Beamos eye. Ah. Oh man, I got 2 hits there. I didn't like that. These enemies are easy. I don't have to worry about, well, using my Book of Shadows now. I think I might have to. I saw myself getting hit. And since I've taken some hits, I'm less likely to go into shoal. In this run, at least. But if I can get there within the next run or 2, I'd be happy to show it off. And then we'll go take on Satan if we get there. Oh, I think we're at the desperation phase. Unfortunately, I have to dodge the creep because I can't fly. Just a little bit more. Dodge the shots. Got her! Wait, did I get Shoal? I did! So I unlocked the Relic, which is a very good item for soul hearts. And because I defeated Mom's Heart a second time, well, the Relic is what you get for beating Mom's Heart as Maggie. We get Transcendence, which is a passive flying item. Since I did good, we're going to Shoal! To get a chance to unlock yet another item. Oh no, we're not falling to our deaths here. Okay, I want to get to Satan as soon as possible. Nope, no. Oh! Paper's Eye! Why do you forsake me? Okay, unfortunately, this floor is going to be hard. So be prepared. You'll run into some pretty tough enemies, especially Greed. Probably run into more than one Greed in the same room. Steam Sale too little too late, but I'll take it. I mean, what's the point of just leaving it there? Book of Belial. Would be interesting, but my damage is already quite high. I'd like to find maybe another bomb so I can check out what the secret room has. And preferably time my shots better, or time my bomb better, so it doesn't get knocked away like last time. Well, if Peeper's Eye gets the final blow on Satan, I'll be happy. Actually, I'll be pissed because Peeper's Eye would have stolen my glory. And I don't like that. I don't like my glory being stolen. If I don't get a bomb, at least I can use Bob's Rotten Head. It's paying out again, Bob's Rotten Head is. It's a very good item. I don't think enough people give it the respect it deserves, though. But it's not going to help me against Satan. I'm going to need Book of Shadows for this. Mr. Eyes Memorial! Only they shoot blood lasers! There. Oh, see? I told you there'd be 2 Greeds! Why am I always predicting the worst possible stuff? Ah, that was terrible. Ah, that was worse! Get 1 Greed kill, please, Maggie. That's all I ask. If I have to use Book of Shadows here, I'm gonna have to go to other rooms just for the sake of getting it charged. And I don't really want to do that because that could increase my chances of getting my first death. I mean, if I get a death, it's okay. Because if you get 100 deaths throughout your save file, you unlock another item called Pinking Shears. Okay, so this is it. We actually get to take on Satan. Come on, bring it. Oh god, bomb leeches! I don't like this at all. Yeah, since I have very slow speed, I have to take on the Fallen, and I'm gonna get hit by every dash. I have to rely on Book of Shadows for this. Just blitz. I also forgot about the Lover's card. So I'll have a little bit of a reserve. I just hope I don't have to tap into it right away. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Also, that's 3 runs in a row that I found raw liver. Die. There. Let's bring on the second phase. Okay, this phase, Satan likes to shoot multiple shots, and also if you get right in front of him, he'll shoot blood lasers out of either his hands or his mouth. Like that. So Brother Bobby and the Peeper's eyes really gonna have to help out. If I get him like shooting the multiple shots, then I can get right in front of him. Whoa! Okay, that was bad dodging on my part. Yeah, don't think we're done even after all this! There's a third phase! Now you gotta take on the foot of Satan! With 2 bomb leeches that keep spawning every few seconds, even after you destroy them. And I actually spin on the monitor like a dumbass. But anyways, even if you kill the bomb leeches, they respawn. But you can actually use them to your advantage if they explode right next to Satan's hoof. Or hoofs. Just keep moving and you are going to win for sure. Worst case scenario, it's going to be the bomb leeches that screw you over. Got him! And because we beat Satan with Maggie, you get Guardian Angel. So let's get ourselves another ending, shall we? I'm gonna wipe up that spit on the screen. Isaac, don't go in the chest. You know what happened in that little dream you had in a previous run. So yeah, we're not gonna watch the credits yet. So yeah, let's go over these stats so far. We got 3 mom kills, which is great, and 55 items found. So we got the nail, which is ironically what you get for beating Mom's heart a 3rd time, but because we defeated a final boss twice, we get it now. Strange, I know, but okay. Guardian Angel, which for some reason is spelled wrong. Get Transcendence, you get the Relic, Samson, Book of Belial. Okay, we already seen these. So here's the second ending that you would have gotten had you just took the chest that was in Mom's heart after beating it. Like, this is the scene you would see if you got Transcendence. Depressing, I know. I'm surprised Mom's vaginal wall can actually take that much weight. Just blew my mind. Now here's the ending you would see by picking up the nail. Creepy, I know. But that nail could come in handy. Actually, it will come in handy. Anyways, I'm going to stop the video here, and in the next part, we're going to do our first challenge run. Dark was the night. Goodbye, everyone.